There's a saying in Arabic, man fears time, but time fears the pyramids because they are so damn old. The Egyptian pyramids are so old that for ancient Greek and Roman cultures, they were already ancient history by then. In fact, life in Egypt itself is so old that even Neanderthals lived alongside the Nile. We are closer in time to Julius Caesar than he was to the pyramids. Yeah. So pyramids are not just fascinating to us, they were fascinating to even Caesar and Alexander the Great and Socrates. And why wouldn't they? Pyramids are pure perfection. They are so big. They are perfectly aligned with the stars. They are so precise you cannot slip a credit card between two stones. The Great Pyramids of Giza were the tallest buildings in the world for 4,000 years. They are mysterious. I mean, standing near the Sphinx in the summer solstice, the sun appears to set midway between the pyramids of Khufu and Khafra, visually echoing a hieroglyph, literally visually echoing a hieroglyph that symbolizes the cycle of life and rebirth. So how did they do it? How did they bring together 2.3 million vast stone blocks anyway? For centuries, pyramids have been the subject of speculation and wonder. At the time when they were built, pyramids were covered in white limestone coating, so they would shimmer in the desert. Egyptians didn't even have the wheel, and they only had copper tools, which is a very soft metal. So naturally it was aliens, right? No, it was not aliens. Then how did those people living in a desert even think of making these giant triangles in the middle of their farming break? So, this is how it goes. See, a long time ago, people who lived in the desert buried their dead, just like we do now. The desert sand conditions naturally mummified some of their dead bodies, and so this made way into the people's burial and religious beliefs. But they also believed that there is an afterlife where you need all your worldly stuff, you need all your gold and jewels, which they would bury alongside their dead. But where there's honey, there's flies, right? So they started protecting their burial mounds with stone slabs so thieves and robbers couldn't steal their gold. These were called mastaba. Then came the pharaoh Djoser. He decided to protect his afterlife gold with not one mastaba, but a mastaba on top of a mastaba on top of a mastaba till it looked like this. And this became the first ever pyramid. Then came the pharaoh Sneferu. He decided that he also wanted one like old man Djoser's, but better. This dude built 3 pyramids and really took pyramid construction to its heights. Literally. Instead of steps, he wanted a smooth tomb. So they started building one, but it collapsed midway. Then they started the second one, but midway they realized it was calculated incorrectly. So they quickly improvised, changed the slope and hoped no one would notice and ended up with this school project. Clearly someone like me did the calculations. Then Sneferu got the 3rd pyramid made, which became the first successful smooth pyramid, and thus started pyramid engineering as a new career option in ancient Egypt. Sneferu's son Khufu also got one made for himself, and his son Khafra also got one made. There are mistakes even in Khafra's pyramid. At the top, it is slightly twisted. Clearly someone like me was still on the project. You clearly see trial and error in the development of pyramid engineering, that's what I'm saying. So no, it wasn't aliens, nor was it slaves. It was constructed by farmers during the 3-month off-season when it was flooding time in the Nile. But how did they line up the Great Pyramids perfectly with the stars? Especially the Orion's belt, right? Well, they didn't. The Great Pyramids actually don't align with the Orion's belt. Yes, they do point to the true north, but that's actually pretty easy. Even I can do it. You just select one star in the night sky, notice where it rises and sets through the night, and in the middle position is, boom, the north. Even though they had only copper tools, if you pour in a slurry of sand and powdered rock as abrasive, copper can actually cut through limestone. And we found archaeological evidence of that near the pyramid sites. So those farmers were actually pretty neat engineers. See, just because they didn't have technology like ours doesn't mean they were too stupid to do anything remarkable. We have discovered papyrus rolls of a pyramid builder named Merer that clearly tell us about his pyramid building team and how they carried limestone to Giza by boat from quarries in Tura. So there you have it. It was real people who built the pyramids. Ancient Egyptians, actual humans like you and me, just more hardworking. Just because we don't understand something doesn't mean it is supernatural or impossible. And just because something is perfect or difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. Did you like the video? It takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos, so your engagement means everything. Please click like, please subscribe to the channel, please share the video around with people who you think will enjoy this content, and absolutely please share your thoughts, comments, observations, criticism, suggestions in the comments below. Your engagement means everything. Thank you for that. See you next Monday with another video, and here are some suggestions of videos that you might enjoy until then. See you next Monday.